Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Financial Fix with Charnella. I talk a lot about dreams, I talk a lot about dreaming, and I tell you, it is the truth. Dreams help give you the desire to make something come true. If you dream about it and you see it, you create a vision for it, you'll make it happen. I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't be living in the house that I live in today, which is off to my left, if I had never dreamed. If I had never been taught to dream big, and I wouldn't say that I was taught, I was inspired by one individual to dream big. And because of that, today I am living in the neighborhood that I chose, that I wanted to live in as a child. I would say at the age of 15. See, everything in life that you have or that you will accumulate, anything that's worth having is worth dreaming about first. If you dream about a thing and you work towards getting that thing, it's more likely that you're going to achieve it and you're going to have it. It's going to be manifested in your life. Goals are great, but where do goals stem from? Goals stem from first having a vision of seeing the life that you want, the income that you want to earn. And why do we all want to earn a great income? Because there's a certain lifestyle that we want to accompany that income. And only a certain income can provide the type of lifestyle that you're looking for. And, I don't want you guys, don't think that wanting nice things is bad, because it isn't. You all have to have a vision. I mean, without a vision of where you see yourself in the future, there's no reason for action. I love where I live. I love this neighborhood. It's exactly where I dreamt I would be at the age of 15 is when I had this vision, this dream, this little poor girl growing up in the city of Detroit. I lived with my mom majority of my life. Only for a few years I lived with my dad, who introduced me to a better school district. And those seeing a different life outside of the poverty that was around me, living in the city of Detroit, it inspired me to want more, to do more, to be better than where I came from. And some of you may think, oh, you're so materialistic. There's nothing wrong with that. If you're willing to work for it, there's absolutely nothing wrong with wanting nice things. There's nothing wrong with wanting a better life, a better future for yourself and your family, because you deserve it. Living in the city of Detroit, we lived in fear of people breaking in. We lived with bars on our windows. I remember one Christmas, there was a break-in, and they stole all of my little brother's toys. And I was an adult by that time, but still, my mom was still living in the city of Detroit at the time, and they stole all of his toys for Christmas, that were under the tree, and they wrecked the house. And you can't imagine, except if you've ever experienced something like that, you can't imagine what that feels like to be a hardworking. My mom was a hardworking single parent, and to come home to that devastation. Someone had broken in her house, stolen all of her son's Christmas gifts. It was so sad. You want to give your kids the best life possible. You want to give them the things that you never had. More importantly, you want to give them safety. You want to give them opportunity. And I'm happy to say that my mother today no longer lives in the city of Detroit. She no longer lives in that area that has become so depressed. We all deserve a better life, but we have to work for it. We have to want it. We have to put ourselves in a position where we can make that a reality. But you have to first have a vision for it. You have to first see it. You have to want it in order for it to come into realization for you. Life is not just going to hand us the things that we want. We have to take it. We have to work for it. We have to earn it. So I want to encourage you today to start dreaming. I dreamed big. A little poor girl at the age of 15. Once I got into a better environment, a better school, opportunities opened up for me. I realized that if I got the education, I did the work, I could have anything I want. And I just want that same thing for you. Now, I live in a very comfortable, pleasant neighborhood. I love it. But I'm going to take you around and show you some other neighborhoods that I like as well. Okay, so let's take a ride around the block and let's go see some of these other pretty homes that are in my neighborhood. So let's go take a look at some of the other homes in my area. This neighborhood is a very, very upscale neighborhood. And the reason I'm here today is because, again, I want people to dream. I want you to dream about where it is you want to be, what you want to have. Because without a dream, you don't have much of anything. Dreaming is where all ambitions start. And I'm here to tell you that some of your wealthiest people, they became successful first because of a dream, because they dreamt about what it is they wanted and they went after it. You should get into a quiet place and ask yourself, what is it in this life that brings you the most value? Okay? We all love God, we love our family, but we also love having a comfortable environment in which to raise our families and to live. Just walking through this neighborhood, looking at the beautiful homes, was such an inspiration for me. Years ago, in my early 20s, my first home was in Redford Township, Michigan, a little over 1,200 square feet. It wasn't a very large home, but it was the first home. And it was nice, but I always dreamed of having more. And so I began to put together a game plan to get that which I wanted, to have the lifestyle that I wanted. I wanted a big house. I wanted a big bank account. I wanted nice vacations. There's some of you out there that want these things. You dream about them, you talk about them, but you're not doing the work to make it happen. You can't just dream and stop there. You have to make a plan. You have to make a plan of how you are going to get to the next step. And that's what I did. That's where all of my budgeting, I would say that's when I learned how to budget. Is having the dream of having a much bigger home, something grander than I had ever had in my life. Boy, I tell you, I never thought for one moment that I couldn't achieve what I wanted. Once I knew that it was possible to live a life outside of poverty for me, I never once thought I wouldn't succeed. The only question was, how would I put the plan together to make it happen? I eventually did. And I'm still not done dreaming. I wrote a book, Help a Fool Spend His Money. I wrote this book because I know I found a way how to live life more responsibly financially so that I could have the beautiful things that I want in life. And I wanted to share that experience with other people. And my goal is to transform a million lives. People who are born into poverty, who think that they can't make it to the next level, who think that they can't live in a neighborhood like mine or a neighborhood that's even nicer than mine, such as this one. This is a step up from my neighborhood. I'm still dreaming. I still think that I can become the multimillionaire that I want to become. And I'm here to encourage you to do the same. Money isn't bad. Poverty is bad. And some of you, you have this idea that, oh, I really shouldn't ask for too much because God's going to think I'm greedy. So what? We're just supposed to be happy with little? We're supposed to be happy with struggling from paycheck to paycheck? Do you really think that's where God wants you to be? Stop using God as an excuse to not do the work. Some of us, we look at other people and we say, oh my God, they're not a Christian and they have all these nice things and, they have a nice house, a nice car, a big bank account. Everything in life seems to be going swell for them. They've got no problems. Well, guess what? Everybody has problems. It's just different problems. They might not have financial problems, but in life, you're always going to have problems. But you can eliminate the financial ones. But the difference between them and you is that they have faith in their ability to make it happen. For some of us, we pray about a thing that we want, and then we sit back and we wait for God to just give it to us. And that's not how it works. Because if that's how it works, then every Christian would have what they want at the snap of their fingers whenever they ask God for it. But the truth of the matter is, those who have are the ones who have worked for it and who earned it. It's okay to pray and ask God for the wisdom, the strength, and the guidance to get that which you want, but you have to do the work. If you want one of these big, beautiful homes, you got to get out there and you got to figure out a smart plan of how to get it legally. I never, ever encourage anyone to do anything illegal or anything to hurt anyone in order to get what they want. But there's some of you out there, you just need a push. You need to see what it is you want. You need to have something that's going to make you chase after that dream. If a big house, for me, the big house was the carrot. I saw big homes for the first time at the age of 15 in West Bloomfield, Michigan, and I thought, my gosh, this is stuff that I've seen only in the movies or only on TV. I had no idea that I would have access to that type of wealth or access to that type of home I never thought I'd be able to purchase a home like that. So I'm here to keep you encouraged to dream. Dream of the life that you want. Make the plans to make it happen. You can do it. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on the opportunity to have the life that you deserve, the life that you want. I ride my bike, my daughter and I, through beautiful neighborhoods like this. The homes are beautiful. The yards are well groomed. It is a very comfortable and settling environment. This is what you and your family deserve. Isn't it about time that you stop putting off and making excuses for not giving yourself and your family the life that they deserve? Let's start making a change today. Continue watching me, Financial Fix with Sharnella, and I will continue to give you the encouragement and the tips that you need in order to get to where you want to go. Now, there's some of you out there, You may say, I'm in massive debt. There's no way I'm going to be able to afford this, a house like that one day. Well, you know what? If you need help putting your budget together, you need help putting your life back together financially, you need to reach out to me. Send me an email and let's start a conversation about how you can put your financial life on track so that you can start realizing your dreams today. Send me an email, Sharnella@sharnellaclark.com, and let's start that conversation today. It may be a hard conversation. It's going to be hard work getting yourself back to where you need to be financially in order to put yourself in the position where you can get the things, live the life that you want. But it's time to stop procrastinating and let's get started working. See you on the next episode. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy my content.